Yes. Good morning, everyone, and Namaste to all. Again, it's a Sunday morning, 9 o'clock. Please join quickly. Join fast. Good morning to everyone, and keep your pen and notebook handy. It's very important. And see, understand one thing, that join this for half an hour. Please, don't just come here and see what's happening for 5 minutes and 2 minutes and then leave. Because if you're doing this, then you have a problem, which is we can call something like ADHD. That is, like, your attention is not there. You fidget. You don't have the patience. So just wait on. Communication is all about developing. Communication is about patience. So hold on there. If you are kind of a person who will just watch what's happening, okay, he's live, what is the topic, and go, then watch another. Yesterday I had taken a poll actually. And in that poll, my question was, are you a kind of a person who just watches YouTube videos of different trainers and do nothing, just watching the videos? And if you are in that category, then it's really, really serious matter, because just watching the videos will not take you anywhere. Stick with one trainer, whoever the trainer you are following, but stick with that trainer. And most important thing is act on that, work on that. That is what I'm here for. So without further delay, now it's 9:03, as if I'm not wrong, maybe my watch is plus minus 1 or 2 minutes, but I'm very punctual. So here we go. Let's start here. I'm sharing my screen with you. And yeah, here we go. Let's start. Conversations, communication in office. Okay, it has got stuck as usual. When I share the screen, it gets stuck. All right, TK, no problem. But still, communication skills for office, how to start and end the conversation. But this is not a kind of a typical only sentence, correct sentences, how to use the words and the phrases and the vocabulary, the mastery. It's not about English. It's about psychology and English. Because I believe that communication is more mental. It's more mental. Communication is more about psychology. Communication is more about your emotions. Communication is more about the thought process. But usually what we think is communication is about using perfect words, perfect sentences, everything perfect. It is not. Let me tell you, it is not. So be careful about this. Let us start. I will tell you everything. Starting and ending the conversation. See here, what I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to talk is, I'm going to tell you how to start a conversation, how to end a conversation. And imagine this is the meeting with the person, a client, okay, a customer client is there, and you are having a conversation with him. How this conversation should go? What should be the psychology? What should be the words, English? How to approach? How to greet? Everything is properly explained here. So next time, when you face a situation where you have to go and deal with a customer client, or you have to deal with another official from another organization, this is going to help you out. So as I said, it's a psychology and English. We're going to understand what is the thought process. Try to understand, friends, that right now I'm talking to you. You can hear me, you can see me, but behind the screen, behind my screen, there are a lot of things that are happening. A lot of things are there. Right now they're happening. I know that, because I study psychology, so I know what is happening at the background. You can see me just speaking, but in the background, in the foreground, you can see that I'm talking to you. But in the background, a lot of thoughts are there. A lot of self-conversation is there, self-talk is there. It's called as attribution therapy. A lot of emotions are been kindled in me right now because I'm live. Maybe, oh God, I'm thinking, oh, I'm live. I should not make any mistake. Is there any mistake in this slide? In spelling mistake is there? People will judge me. Negative comments may come. How I will do it? So all this kind of self-talk, communication is going on at the background, in my mind right now. But I know how to tame it. I know how to deal with it. And that is what I'm going to explain to you now. how to deal with this. So communication is about psychology and English. Your communication will never be a better communicator if you are not able to understand your psychology, your mindset, and then English. Yeah, one thing is that you can call me as you're advertising your institute, but I'm proud of my course, English Communication and Confidence Therapy. It's a combination of psychology, it's a combination of habits, and most important, surrounding, people to talk to. Why I put this slide? I'll tell you. In fact, I don't like advertising and selling the course. I feel very awkward. But few days before, one student said that, sir, I did not know that you train live. I was just watching some downloadable courses, some grammar apps I was referring to. Why don't you tell during the conversation that you take a live session? And that's the reason why. Because, yeah, it's important for me also, because it's my profession. I also need students, but it's also important for you also, because you need someone to coach you, guide you. There are many people who think that I can save money. They think that I can do at home. We will do with friends. And they think like I can save money, but they get disappointed and it never changes. It never happens because we are not serious. We are not disciplined. And most important thing they lose is the time. And time is very valuable. Many of my students are working in corporates. And their promotion is there, their interviews are there. They aren't able to deal properly. Their growth is getting hampered. So this is the reason why I'm telling you this. If you want to join, definitely contact that number. There are many students who are already my students. Type in the chat box, dear friends. What was your experience with me? Type in the chat box. Frankly, type in the chat box. Because we believe that trust and transparency is very important. So whatever your experiences are there with our institute, I request my old students to type that. What do you feel? How was your experience? Type if you are my student. Let us move forward. Starting and ending the conversations. Now, understand here, as I said before, it's about mindset. It's about the psychology. It's about dealing with your emotions. And first thing is, don't try to impress. Just imagine, now it's one-to-one talk. The client, the customer, or whoever the person is, has come, and now you're talking to that person. So don't try to impress with your English. We Indians do that. We take English as a tool to impress or to get that deal or to prove something that you are intellectual. Don't do that. Don't try to impress anyone with your English. Just use English as a language to convey your message. And when you do that, see what happens. Naturally, you start speaking and you take off the pressure. We always pressurize ourselves with our English. We think like English is something that must be, next is perfectly spoken. Don't try to speak perfect English. But sir, if I make a mistake, he will judge me. No, he is not your English teacher who is taking your quiz or your exams. He is there for the deal, for the discussion. And when you give up perfection, important change happens. You give up anxiety. Anxiety just goes and fades away. Getting my point? Anxiety just perishes. It's natural. You can check it. Why you get anxious? Many students message me. That's why I get anxious. I get nervous. Sir, I forget my English. Why do you forget your English? Why do you forget your words? Why do you forget your vocabulary? Because somewhere at the back of your mind, you want to speak perfect English. You want to use the perfect words. You want to be a natural and native speaker. Why do you want to be like this? Why you want to be perfect? Perfection is the disease, actually, let me tell you. So don't get into this disease. Be excellent. Yeah, we are going to, on my channel, we are going to be a better communicator. We are going to, but we are not going to be perfect. Understand one thing. It is said that excellence is healthy. Perfection is a disease. So be excellent. I'll tell you how to do it. Use easy and familiar English, familiar words. Now, I have seen some people, they watch some videos on YouTube and they try to infuse those words which they're not comfortable with. Like, for example, recently I saw one person who was purposely using this word trying to impress me. I wanna. And he was like, unnecessarily, he was bringing those words and framing a sentence because he wanted to impress me. He wanted to show that I have that American dialect or I speak that American English. And it was sounding so funny and ridiculous, actually. So don't do that. Do not do that. Practice the phrases which I have given you. Yeah. With your close ones. I mean, take your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your husband, your wife, and you can have a conversation. Nothing wrong with that. But this is not a kind of perfection practice, just casual conversation. It's fine. It's okay. And that is what we do in our practice sessions. But we do this casual conversations and no one will judge you. We don't do that. Now understand, most important is it's about English and psychology. Combination is very important. And just now I told you about psychology also. And as I move forward, I will explain you about why psychology plays a very important role. Now, as I said before, all of you imagine, okay, you are there, the table is there, and that guest, that dignitary or that officer, manager from other company or client, whoever the person is, he arrives. Now we will understand the introduction and greetings. Okay, how to do that. First, introduce yourself. How to introduce yourself? First, don't make it rocket science. Simple it is. Hi or hello, your name, your post, and your company, from which company you belong. Something like this. Okay, just don't write now. Don't write. Watch me. And afterwards, you can write. Just watch me. Now keep your pen and notebook down. Okay. So as I said before, if you don't have the patience for 30 minutes to see this, and if you can't sit in one place, and I can say torture yourself. Yeah, it's a torture, because to develop your skills, to develop yourself, to develop communication skills, it's going to be boring process. And if you have that patience to sit in one place and attend this live session with me, only then you can be a better communicator. You can learn a subject in 2 or 3 months. You can study hard and you can fast forward that learning process, mastering process, but communication is not like that. So have patience and stay there. You can say, hello, good morning. Okay, my name is Rajiv Malhotra. I'm a lead architect at Bitcoin. Okay, it's like, hello. Okay, greetings. Just hello. You will say, good morning. My name is Rajiv Malhotra, and your name and the name of your company, Bitcoin. The reply may be, yeah, pleased to meet you, Mr. Rajiv. Or good to see you, Mr. Rajiv. Or it's a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Rajiv. Oh, of course, shake hand will come. But I should not tell. Shake hand will definitely come. Now you can use hello also, and you can use hi also. Now, hi is used when you are, and that person's position is equal. I mean, you are also a manager, and he is also a manager. But if you are a junior, I mean, and he is a manager, then hi will not work. Hello will come. Hello is a bit formal. You know? When someone is a senior than you, senior by age, senior experience, so definitely you can see this. You have to say hello and not hi. It depends upon, again, on the culture. In US culture, hi and hello both are there. In Indian culture, some people are uncomfortable using hi and hello. So it depends. It depends on the culture. You have to just see what is the culture. But it's always on the safer side to say hello if you're meeting the person first time, and if you don't know him personally. Okay, if it's your second or third meeting, hi will work. Keep this thing in mind. See, understand, these things matter a lot because you are in a professional setting, and etiquettes and manners, all these things matter a lot. So keep these things in mind. All right. So here I go now. Now the greetings, simple greetings, no rocket science. Like, hi, hello, how are you? Hello, good morning. How are you doing today, Mr. Amit? Okay, don't write, just here. Hello, good afternoon. How are you, Mr. Amit? You're greeting that person. Hello, it can be good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Glad to see you, Mr. Amit. Glad to see you, Mr. Amit. Now here, I would like to take a pause. Wait. Now these are the texts, but understand, as I said, your emotions also play a very important role here. I just can't say that, okay, shake hand and smile and say, but smile will only be natural when you are comfortable, when you're okay. And you will be okay when your thought process is okay, when you have the proper thought system. But if you are being influenced by some irrational and wrong cognitions, thoughts, then you will be under stress, and that smile will not be that pleasant and natural smile, which will be very artificial, synthetic smile. So in that case, you have to understand, okay, how to bring that natural smile. The first thing is by practice, because you are not familiar with these situations, then you may get stressed and you may not. So if you are regularly doing such meetings, after 5, 10, 15, 20 meetings, you will realize that, wow, I'm getting comfortable. But another thing is, as I said before, at the back of your mind, if you're feeling like, no, I should not be stressed. No, I should be very comfortable. Sandeep Patil has said this. I should be very natural. I should not make mistakes. Why I am not giving that natural smile? Oh, no, this is not expected. You will have that fear. It's normal. It's normal. You will get stressed. And sometimes you may make a mistake. Forgive yourself. I have seen some students coming and saying that, so, like, I had a meeting with my senior colleague and I wanted to greet him. And so I bombed. Instead of saying good morning, I said good afternoon. Oh, I said, fine. I mean, what is this? It's okay. But what he would have thought about me? He was my senior. This is called as catastrophization. Getting my point? We catastrophize. We make, come on, mountain out of a molehill. Your senior will not judge you only based on that. There are other factors, your discipline, your consistency, your technical knowledge. As a human being, are you sincere? Are you honest, trustworthy? So instead of saying good morning, you said good afternoon. The sky is not going to fall. Understand this. This is the right mindset when you go in a meeting, when you go and talk to the delegates. That is very important. Be comfortable. And as I said before, you'll be more comfortable when you do it regularly and frequently. Let's move forward. You can say, hello, good evening. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to see you. Practice this with your friends, with your colleagues. Now, the question arises that, sir, should we greet first or first introduction? Maybe there are some perfectionists who are sitting here, and I have seen like students writing down the notes on greetings first, and then introduction, this. Go on here. We are not preparing for NEET or JEE. So stop it. Why you have complicated things? Doesn't matter, greetings first or introduction first. Keep greetings first, but there is no rule as such. It's a language. Come on. So we are communication, we have made it as if it is like a protocol which every word and sentence and rule must be followed, otherwise you will be put into jail. Do we need that? We don't need that. So what I'm saying is, this does not mean that, as I said before, like you have to have good manners and etiquettes, but don't make it rigid. Don't try to by heart and get under stressed. No, don't do that. I'll give you one example. Here, greeting has come first. You can see it. Hello, how are you? And then you introduce, my name is Rajiv Malhotra and I'm a lead architect at Midcon. Or you can say, hi, now what has come? Introduction first. My name is Rajiv Malhotra. I'm a lead architect at Midcon. How are you doing today? Fine. Both are fine. Clear? So it doesn't matter greetings first or introduction first. No. Breaking the silence. Now, just as I said before, imagine that you did the greeting. Okay, now breaking the silence. Now what next? So here, very important. Though it's a professional, though it's a kind of a formal meeting, you have to break the ice and make that person comfortable. Though it's a formal, but you should show genuine interest in that person. You should make him comfortable. You should make him feel at ease, because he's also a human being. Try to understand the formal, commercial, or professional, that's fine. But we are emotional first. All these things are fine. So you should be able to connect with that person. The person should like you. The person should feel like, yeah, this guy is good, comfortable to talk to. And that should come naturally, okay? No, it's a business meeting, only money matters and deal matters and the project matters. Don't do that. That's not humans are wired for. Humans are not wired for that. So what you do is ask him, how was your journey? It's breaking the ice plus making him comfortable and showing genuine interest in him. Getting the point? Got it? Or you can say, did you find it difficult to look at our office or the hotel wherever you were sitting? Or you can ask, have you taken your breakfast now? This is very important. Have you taken your lunch before starting? Because food is a very important integral part of our society. We're in senior society. And then at home, we offer food, tea, coffee. Asking a person about his food makes that person feel like, oh, they care. And see the reaction. I remember, actually, this happened with me. This was around, I will tell you, 12 years before. I'll tell you this incident. I wanted to buy a gym for me. So I had been to Mumbai. I went to that factory. It was not a shop, factory. And it was around 1 o'clock. And I said, okay, we'll think about this. This guy said, wait, it's the afternoon. In Hindi, it was khana kha ke jao. No. Wait, there is a mess down there. I'll call this guy. He will come with your food. It was amazing. It felt so nice. And I was about to pay the bill. I think the bill was 40 or 50 rupees. It was 12 years before. The food was nice. And even today, this guy is connected with me. No, it was not like because he wanted me to sign the deal, so he gave me food. No, it was a genuine and kind request. He was really interested in my food. Getting the point? Well, let's have some coffee first. See the first. Then we can have our discussion. So when you have coffee, then you can talk. Okay, great. Please be comfortable. And okay, and if you okay, so if he is your junior, you can say from where you can belong, from which state? Oh, that state, Gujarat. Oh, that's right. And you can have then 5 minutes is the time for that. Be comfortable and have some water. You can speak later because the guy has come. Maybe he is a bit late, or maybe he is a bit disturbed, or maybe he is a bit tired. The transportation, the car, the bus, or whatever it is, it may happen. So try to make him comfortable. And now your discussion has started. You have done a good discussion, but if you aren't able to aid the discussion properly, all the 1 hour, half an hour work, what you have done will go in vain. You will spoil everything. There are 3 important points how to end the conversation. Very important. Note it down. No, it's not only about English. It's something beyond that. So what happens is, okay, so the deal is done. Oh, happy exchanges, pleasantries are exchanged, and so nice. But if the deal is not done, then you say, okay, chalo, goodbye. No, don't do that. Even you got the deal, or the business discussion did not win. Conversation should end in a positive note, healthy note. Okay, how? For example, you can say, well, it's okay. I think we have some differences and we can sit again and sort it out. So here, your mindset, your psychology is very important. That I've seen some people, like when the business deal is broken, their true nature is revealed. All the drama they were doing, it was all fake. Caring and offering tea and all. And then they say, yeah, come on with it. It's not good. It's not good. This is not genuine. People don't like such people. Even the deal is not done. You can say, oh, no problem. By the way, how you are going back? Do you have any transport facility? Oh, as I said, this guy, oh, we have taken breakfast now. Would you like to have lunch with us? No, I want to. Okay, do you know where we can get a good lunch? I can tell you this place. Okay. Understand, very important thing. You discussed business, but we are beyond the business. We are beyond that. It's not only about money, but it's about connections. The person should leave the office thinking, wow, though I could not get the order or the business, but this guy was nice. Communication is about this. Communication is not about cheating people and wearing blazers and speaking fluent English. It's about connection. It's about genuine care. Getting it? All of you enjoying? Don't worry. Oh, 5 minutes. I'll end it. Okay. Now, see here. First thing, don't end the discussion abruptly. No, it will leave a bad taste. See, understand. What happens is, fine, okay. Oh, sorry, I'm late. I have to run. So don't do that. It will leave a bad taste. That person will get offended. So when you end the conversation, you have to first understand his psychology that, okay, the conversation has ended and now I don't have anything else to say. So you can say, I'm sorry, but I really need to wrap up this conversation. Okay. Or great. So I guess we have covered it all. See what? Great. So I guess we have covered it all. You can, see, first one is, I'm sorry, but suppose you have another meeting. Okay, important meeting. You can say politely to that, I'm sorry, I have to wrap this conversation, don't mind. I have another meeting with another client. So that person will feel comfortable. Great. Suppose it goes well. I guess we have covered it all. Got it? Now, there's another point here. Don't extend it too long. Don't extend it too long. Keep it formal and end it if you have nothing else to say, because this should not be for 2 and 3 and 4 marathon. No. Keep it formal. Keep it. Don't make it personal. And if you have nothing else to say, end it. End it. Don't drag it. End it. Now, one more thing is there, which is about connected with this. People don't know when to stop. They just keep on babbling and talking, and they just beat the bush, and the person gets fed up and tired, and he's staring at his watch when he's going. So don't do that. Try and keep your conversation crispy up to that particular time limit. Okay. Allow the other person to have his say. When the conversation is finished, you greet him and let the person speak. Like you can say, take a moment to pause after you expressed your intention to end the conversation, and then give him a chance to speak. If they wish, you can say something like this: would you like to add something else? Or you can say, do you have anything else to say? Do you have anything else to say? So this person will feel like, wow, this is a complete conversation. Sometimes it happens that we end the conversation and that person doesn't get time to finish it. Communication is about understanding. Communication is about connection. Communication is about completing that exact point which we wanted to discuss. Full thing is done. Complete everything properly discussed. That's important. Got it? Okay. Let us move forward. Now, another thing. Don't get too excited and overpromise. It happens that when the meeting is ended, I'm talking about business meetings, we want to be polite. We get very excited. How many of you have this experience that you get too excited and you promise something, but afterwards you feel like I should not have promised this? Raise a hand. Has it happened to you? So be careful about this. Don't overpromise. Don't get overexcited, or this may lead to disappointments. In the process, somewhere we want to just please him. We want to make him feel great. We get overexcited and we promise something which we can't deliver. Be careful about this. Don't do that. Right, guys. Now, ending the conversation formally now. Now, here your conversation ends. Right. So when you end the conversation, you can say, like, well, it was nice to meet you. Or it was nice to see you, Mr. Sandeep. Of course, shake hand will come there. I enjoyed meeting you. I enjoyed talking to you. Anything you can say. See how simple they are. There are no jargons used here. It was great meeting you, Mr. Sandeep. That's what I'm saying is, even if the deal did not work out, you can go it like this and you can add, well, let's see how it works out. Maybe we need to have another meeting. Or we can say, yeah, we have some differences, but we can work it out. Right? That's very important. It was a pleasure to see you. It was a pleasure meeting you. It was a pleasure to meet you. Okay, now response to the above greetings. How we can respond. Nice meeting you too, Mr. Amit. Nice meeting you too, Mr. Sandeep. I too enjoyed meeting you. I too enjoyed meeting you. Or you can say, someone says that, oh, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure is mine, Mr. Amit, Mr. Sandeep. Now, informally also you can do that. But when we have to do that, when, as I said before, you know the person, he is like your friend, and he is maybe junior to you, and you can say something like, it was a pleasure catching up with you. Now, catching up is a slang. It's equal to meeting you, catching up. Or, thank you for taking the time to catch up with me. So in this way, you can informally also end the conversation. So dear friends, this is about the conversations. Now try to understand you. Wait. Just 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. In communication, in conversation, the most important factor, if you ask me what was that, is very simple. Genuine and be yourself. See here, genuine and be yourself. When you are yourself, that person feels very comfortable. Now, what it means, be yourself means, don't try to flaunt, don't try to impress, don't try to prove any point. For example, suppose, you take tea, for example, but don't try to tell, okay, oh, well, I don't take tea, I go to Starbucks. That person will feel uncomfortable. Don't try to say anything to him. Second thing, try to find out something common between that person and you. Oh, you come from Uttar Pradesh. Oh, great. One of my friends is also from Uttar Pradesh and he is saying that. He will feel good, comfortable. That's what I'm saying. He should feel comfortable. Find common interest. So you love football. Oh, I also do. But don't again lie. Otherwise, he will ask about football and then you will say, oh, no, I don't know much about it. That's what I said. Be honest and be genuine with that person. And most important thing is that person should feel like you respected him. Last point I'll tell you. Even the deal is done or not done, you help that person or you don't help that person. People will forget everything, whether you helped them or not. What you said, they will forget everything, but they will never forget how you make that person feel. How you made him feel. He will never forget that. So when this communication happens, that person should feel like, wow, I was respected, I was looked after, and I felt that I'm important. I felt that, yeah, he was really genuinely interested in me and he made me feel important. That's communication skills. Got it? This vocabulary, these words, this we are going to learn. But communication is beyond that. It's about connection. And even if your communication is, English is not good, but if you're a good human being, that person will get connected with you. And you will get that deal. Fantastic. I did my job. Next time, go and work. Go and watch the video again, do some practice with your friends. Because if you directly start doing this in front of the client or that person, you may make a mistake, and that's fine. But it's better to make these things, see, it's in this way that it should be a part of your daily routine, all this. I have seen some people, they only do it during special occasions and then they fumble. But if it is a part of your daily routine, then you don't need, it's manners and etiquettes are there, for example. Saying, excuse me, please. You have to say it in your home also. You have to say in office also. So only then this will be a part of your. Otherwise, if you are just doing drama and then, no, you will make a mistake. Got it? Great. My best wishes and hope you enjoyed. Take care.